day, collective. It's your girl, Sadie Rose, coming to you with the word of the day. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Thank you so much if you have been following, if you've subscribed, if you like, if it's your first time, please follow, like. I really do appreciate any support, that I get, y'all. I'm doing this because I'm going to do it regardless. It's just I'm being led to do it. Um, but it does help to have a community that's supportive as well. That said, today's word is the ancestors have their hands on me. I actually had a moment um, this week because I was talking to some friends and we were talking about just having some kind of like identity or like, value regarding our ancestors and our lineage and our history, and just hearing from different perspectives, different cultures, and then reflecting on my own childhood growing up, it became very clear to me. And I think I just had to stop in the conversation because I realized that I really didn't have any strong affiliation, identification, or even value in my history because I just, no one really ever kind of shared with me about our family on my dad's side or my mom's side at that time growing up. And in fact, the only person I know really on my mom's side was my grandma and cousins. And then I didn't know anybody else, and they were Irish. Um, and I don't know what else, but I know Irish definitely. Uh, and on my dad's side, I knew my family. I just didn't know like our roots. I know my grandfather Williams. He had wrote a lot, and he had spent a lot of time, kind of writing about that. But it wasn't like up front center in my life, from my parents and from like when we had family gatherings. So I kind of grew up not really understanding the significance of, those who have come before me and the sacrifices they have made to get us to this point. And one thing as I got older, I increasingly just became interested in is knowing about my parents, knowing what happened, knowing their experiences, knowing my grandparents' experiences, knowing my whole lineage on both sides, And I really feel like I've come a long way because I um I think by reflecting what has happened in my personal journey and the things that have happened that were trauma based, right? That have been generationally, culturally passed through my family on probably both sides. I, I have definitely sought to start healing those things. And in order to heal them, I have to respect and understand those who have come before me, including those who are still living here, right? The sacrifices they've made, the experiences that they've had, that has definitely conditioned how they view things. And so I have definitely wanted to start talking to my uncles and my aunts. I respect them highly. I love them. I love the perspective they give, and the insight they give about our lineage. And I wish I could do the same with my mother's side. Um, but I really do feel like I have support because a lot of the things that I've seen that I'm sure that many of them went through, um, I have started to take on a lot of those things. My great grandmother um, went through quite a lot. She had kids, but she had a set of twins, and unfortunately, her husband, my great grandfather, was hung and she had to flee. And um, from what I understand, she didn't have a lot of support. As a woman, as a black woman, she wasn't protected in a way that she probably should have been, and which is very much, still something that I think I would want to see better in terms of how our family loves on each other. Is how do we really care for each other? How do we really nurture each other in times of crisis? How do we show up? And I was in a similar situation not too long ago with my boys. And same thing, all these years later, and it's still happening where we're not supporting women, regardless of what you think or regardless of your judgment. Family is family, and women deserve to be protected, especially given all the trauma and all the weight that has had to happen, had to fall on black women in particular, given that there has been a very intentional, oppressive movement, very intentional, against black men that has tore apart the fabric of our community and has been really an attempt to rip apart our cohesion and our unity as a race, our character, our morals, what makes us us. But the thing is, we are just naturally wonderful. Sorry, I'm biased. But I feel, like I really do, like I take very seriously um, what I know about my lineage and my family and my ancestors, and I want to know more. But I feel like in whatever I do to heal myself and whatever I do to heal my children, whatever I do to set a new way of living, a new way of loving each other, a new way of being abundant, a new way of being free, free financially, free from limiting beliefs. There's all different types of freedom. I feel like I am not walking alone, y'all. I feel energy and I feel the presence of my ancestors walking with me. I have my internal intuition and my guides as well. Like I feel them walking. So whenever I step into a room and the odds are stacked against me and I know I'm against much opposition, or whenever I feel like the whole world is coming against me, I really do feel that I am supported in the unseen and seen from my family, in terms of my lineage, my ancestors. I feel like it is us. Every victory against my ego, it is a victory for our family. Every move I make with intention to break generational curses are to heal the karmic debt from the past, in the present, and for our future lineage. Everything is our victory, and every setback is our setback. And I mean to make them proud. You've heard me say about other things, like I just feel like I'm a completely different person now. Like you had talked to me even 2 years ago, you brought up ancestors and I would have looked at you like, what you talking about? But I have, this journey that I have been through and this walk of life that I have been on. I have learned to really turn in, lean in, understand my roots, understand the people of my life and what trauma they've went through, and to try to understand that so that we can heal from it, and so that our children can heal, and so that our family can be abundant, free, and in love with each other and love with ourselves. Peace be unto you, y'all.